We're always told to chase the yes, to get that approval, land that promotion, hear that magic word. But what if the biggest catalyst for your career isn't a yes at all? What if it's a hard no? In this explainer, we're diving into the hidden power of rejection and how it can actually launch our biggest professional breakthroughs. This really just says it all, doesn't it? The whole idea here is that sometimes the biggest shove in the right direction doesn't feel like a supportive pat on the back. It feels like a door slamming shut right in your face. And yeah, it stings, for sure, but it can also be incredibly, incredibly powerful. I mean, we've all been there, right? You pour your heart and soul into a project only to have it shot down. You work your tail off for a promotion that just never materializes. Or you have this brilliant idea and it's just dismissed out of hand. And that feeling, that sting, believe it or not, that's where the story really begins. And this brings us to the main event. The idea that rejection isn't just a bump in the road. It's often the very thing that wakes us up, the jolt that pushes us out of our comfort zone and into a place of real, meaningful growth. So, what's the secret ingredient? What on earth does a no have that a yes is missing? Why does one feel like a dead end but can actually launch you forward, while the other feels great but might just keep you stuck? Well, it all boils down to one simple, kind of uncomfortable word: discomfort. It's that antsy, frustrated, maybe even slightly angry feeling you get. Because think about it. Comfort is cozy, but it's also stagnant. Discomfort, on the other hand, demands that you do something. Okay, let's break this down because the contrast is huge. A yes, it gives you validation, feels awesome, right? It tells you you're on the right track. But a no, a no gives you something else entirely. It gives you direction. It literally forces you to get creative and find new paths. It makes you grow out of that frustration. So let's see how this plays out in the real world. I want to tell you the story of Laura. She's a clinical pharmacist, and her experience is just a perfect case study in how being told no can completely transform your career. So, Laura, working in her hospital, sees a really critical gap. She puts together this amazing proposal to make validating cancer treatments safer and way more traceable. I mean, we're talking about reducing serious errors. She wasn't just trying to do her job better, she was trying to fix a broken system to help patients. And what did she get for all that work and passion? This. The classic line, "This is not one of our priorities right now." Ouch, just a total shutdown. But for Laura, this wasn't the end. It was actually the beginning. See, that no lit a fire. Instead of just dropping it, Laura pivoted. She doubled down, beefed up her proposal with even more data, and took it to a much bigger stage, a national conference. And what happens? She wins an innovation award. Her idea gets recognized as best in class. And from there, another hospital sees her presentation and offers her a lead role to actually build her project. That single no led directly to a way, way bigger yes than she ever could have gotten at her old job. When you look back, it's so clear. That no from her boss was the best thing that could have happened to her. If he'd said yes, she'd have implemented a small project at one hospital. But because he said no, she was forced to go bigger. That rejection was the catalyst that launched her entire career to the next level. Laura's story really shines a light on this powerful truth. The things that truly push us forward in life, well, they aren't always the things that are clapping for us. And this, right here, this is the main takeaway. We spend so much energy chasing validation, right? The yeses, the pats on the back. But so often, what we actually need to get where we're going is direction. And that direction, it's almost always forged in the fire of a no. So maybe we should stop seeing a no as a wall. Think of it more like a signpost. It's the universe telling you to stop looking this way and start looking for other doors. And a lot of the time, those other doors lead to much, much better rooms. Okay, so let's flip this around now and bring it back to you. Because this isn't just some abstract theory. This is about recognizing these pivotal moments in our own lives. So I want you to take a second and really think back on your own career. Can you pinpoint a time when a no, a rejection, a failure, a door slammed shut, actually, in hindsight, put you on a much better path? In that story you're thinking of right now, it's powerful. Sharing it, talking about it, that could be the exact piece of inspiration someone else out there needs to hear, to help them see their own rejection not as a failure, but as their own powerful new beginning. Thanks for joining us.